Under this division, we have 8 units. We have the legal, we have postings and transfers, we have staff development, we have statistics, pensions, and welfare. Under these units, for instance, legal helps in legal issues.
We are the Chief Legal Advisor to the Director General on all issues that come up. And then first amongst it is that we brief the Attorney General's Department on all civil matters involving the GES. And then we also present relevant documentation or any other relevant documents that the Attorney General needs to defend the service in all civil actions that come up within the GES.
When we come to postings and transfers, we deal with deployment of teachers and other stuff.
We have series of job activities that we embark on daily, but the most the major one that we deal with are 3, which are: the first would be posting of GES staff returning from study leave with pay. The second is posting of newly trained teachers returning from public colleges of education. The third one would be reposting of teachers. We also have other activities that we embark on. I would mention them in no particular order. So we work on leave without pay, leave with pay. We work on permission to travel. We also work on transfer of GES staff. We work on resignations. We work on secondment. We work on introductory letters. We work on internship. We also process sick leave. We also work on vacation of post and any other assignment that will be given to me either by the head of division, which is the director for HR, or the Director General or his deputies.
We have the Chief Personnel Officer too. We work on the car maintenance for both teaching and then the non-teaching. We also work on change of name, traveling allowance for those who retire from the system. We also work on car loan. My team and myself, we work on salary adjustments, especially if someone should upgrade him or herself within the universities. When you submit the documents, we work on them and then the salaries are changed. We also work on conversion. If someone, let's take for instance a non-teaching who wants to convert to the teaching class, and there are requirements that we always request before those ones are done. When the Chief Personnel Officer works on salary adjustments, then we put them on, we adjust it on the payroll.
The payroll unit deals with all aspects of salaries, aspect of salaries for the that pertains to the teacher, so that the teacher will have the peace of mind and then work. The activities which we engage in at the payroll unit include new hire, what we term as the new entrants. Then we'll also look at those who were in the service and they left. We term as the who have been reappointed or re-engaged. We also look at those who are working and their salaries have stopped, we term as reactivation of salaries. We also engage in people who have left the service, deleting their salaries, and also we also look at all other issues pertaining to change of grade in terms of promotion, regrading, salary adjustments, upgrading, and anything that affects the grade.
When they are done, the payroll also put them on scale and helps adjust their salaries accordingly. Then we have the staff development, that is training. She works on training of our staff. We have work plans towards developing our staff.
Our core mandates include: we provide input for the formulation of staff development policies. We facilitate the staff performance appraisal. We monitor and evaluate staff performance management. We write proposals to other organizations to seek support for training purposes. We do orientation for the newly recruited staff and newly appointed directors, head of schools, and other officers. We do training workshops for staff of the service. We work on steady leave with pay and without pay. We work on deferment of steady leave. We work on withdrawal of steady leave. We approve sandwich, distance, evening and weekend courses for the service.
And this is done by the training officer. Then statistics keeps records of all our staff, and then he works on promotions too.
Our functions include compilation of accurate statistics on all personnel of GES. We work with IPPD unit to monitor personnel trends on the payroll. We also work with the various regional and district offices of the service to improve upon data collection and analysis of such data. We provide quarterly and annual reports on visible trends on personnel and related issues for the attention of management. We also facilitate promotion of teachers and its related activities. And lastly, we also facilitate the preparation of the retirees list for all staff of Ghana Education Service.
So promotion of teaching and non-teaching staff are done by them. Then generation of retirement lists for the pensions officer to also distribute, and then helps our staff to work on their retirement benefits and other things.
Anyone who attains the age of 60 years in Ghana Education Service must retire. So we process on document for those people to process their pension at the Senate and Tier 2. When somebody goes on pension, the person must enjoy his monthly pension for up to 70 years when the person is alive, 72 years when the person is alive. But when the person dies within the 72 years, the leftover years will be calculated and paid to the beneficiaries. That is what we call commuted pension. Death gratuity. Death gratuity is whereby an officer dies in service, in active service. The beneficiaries apply for us to give a letter to go to Senate and Tier 2 to collect the benefits. Some officers go on voluntary retirement due to invalidity, due to family problems, and others. The person applies so that we prepare the document for the person to go. When somebody is taking commuted pension, we have to prepare introductory letter for the person to go to Registrar General for them to take the benefits. We talk of condonation of break in service. Some people come to GES and work. After that, they leave GES and go to public service, any public service. When the person goes on pension, we have to join the two services together for the person to get the pension. These are the things that we do at the pensions unit. And it is the unit that, whether you are Director General regional director or a cleaner in the service, you will go to the place before you leave the service.
So welfare is in charge of staff welfare. Those who are sick, those who need help, he sees to their welfare.
For example, when school reopens, you see a lot of teachers in a bid to pay school fees, in a bid to pay their rent, in a bid to pay their hospital bills, trooping into our office with loan forms for us to endorse so that they could solve their financial problem. And we are there to help them. Secondly, we also help a lot of deceased family members. Most of our staff would die. Their family members come. We assist them to assess what we call funeral gratuities from the Ministry of Finance. We also have what we call spousal benefits. A lot of teachers are not aware that when their spouse dies and they have genuine documentation by way of marriage certificate, they can apply for spousal benefits. We also have what we call child benefits. When you lose a child who is below 18 years, that's when the government, through the Ghana Education Service, also comes in to assist you. Another important function that we play at the welfare is we assist workers to assess workman's compensation. When we say workman's compensation, when a worker sustains injury or accident, has accident in line of duty, we also team up with welfare associations, staff welfare associations, to provide Christmas packages to our officers, teachers, to motivate them. People normally refer to the head of welfare as the Bushapeni of the house.
You can see that HR is the engine of the organization. We look at all aspects of the teacher's life in the service.